What's up, guys? Welcome back to Barbells and Banter. So this episode is a reflection of the weekend and the week that we've had. So there's been a bit going on in STCfit. STC as a whole, like the whole group. And today we decided to just go banter and banter with very little barbells. Now, if you want to know what we spoke about, you're going to have to listen to the episode because we literally spoke about absolutely everything.
And nothing.
And everything and nothing. So it's going to be a real good one to put in your car and, you know, just kind of have on in the background. A few take-homes as well, of course. Maybe. So as always, if you like the podcast and you did enjoy this episode, we'd really like to know your feedback on this episode specifically. But as always, like, share, follow, hit the subscribe button depending on the platform that you're at. And as always, enjoy the episode. Have you got both cameras sorted?
I do.
Jace is at 100%.
Yeah.
Ready to go.
I'm
about the same.
If you only had 40% in the tank, I'm at 100% of the 40.
We need to do a taste.
Oh, yeah.
Cheers.
Drinking coffee for the ear people.
Yeah, not whiskey at 8:30 in the morning.
Go describe the mouthfeel.
Oh,
It's very sweet. Obviously, it's got the condensed milk in it because Vietnamese coffee for the new listeners. Tradition here on the podcast.
It's from Indonesia. I don't know what it tastes like.
I'm not going to get any of these.
I don't know what it tastes like. It tastes like
It didn't taste like anything on
it
the
tastes
cards
like
to me.
coffee and milk.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
When you hear it, you can, but they're not flavors that I would recognize.
Nah.
And not a lot of their blends have these flavors.
Yeah. Oh, it's gonna have like some weird thing in it, like cardamom or something. You know what I mean? Like one of those.
A spice, you reckon?
Yeah.
I'm not getting spice.
It's gonna have something. No, I'm saying it's going to.
Okay.
I can't get them. It tastes weird. It does. Not in a bad way, but it just tastes like a funky fresh number, you know?
The thing I'm getting the most is the sherbet.
Sherbet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sherbet aftertaste.
I only think, like, my only experience of sherbet is, like, you know those lollies,
right?
the bombs or whatever.
Sherbet bombs,
Sherbet
yeah.
bombs.
In it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Isn't Whiz Fizz sherbet?
I guess so.
Same thing, right?
They make a few products and one of them is.
I was a real sherbet bomb fiend, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, they used to cut my tongue up. That's all I remember about sherbet bombs.
That was the ghost drop.
Sensitive Ben.
Poor Ben. Sensitive Ben can't have sherbet bombs.
Because the citric
Fucking
acid
hell.
weakens your tongue, and then the actual hard
Is that what
lolly
it
cuts
was?
it.
I remember I used to always get in trouble because I'd go past the milk bar on the way home, get like fucking all of the warheads, and then not eat my dinner because I just fried my taste buds.
Used to like try and put as many as you could in your mouth.
Yeah.
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 Your
Then
face would
you
just be
only
like-
you only eat a hot one once. You only make that mistake once.
Yeah. I reckon you could eat a few now, though. You know, when you're a kid, like, it's just way harder. It's way hotter than you think.
Oh yeah, the heat one. Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
you could put.
Yeah. Because I know it's not real.
Yeah, and
It's
it's
like I'm not
hot.
actually dying. It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And after that fucking sauce
Yeah.
episode, it's like,
Yeah.
nah, bro.
Yes. And very
Unless the bomb warheads exist.
what do we call it? Poor white people food diet as a young fella too. It's not a lot of chili involved.
Lots of baked beans.
Yeah. Not a lot of chili involved. Lychee, rock melon, honeydew, and sherbet.
Yeah. None of those.
Yeah. I wouldn't know what they taste like. The lychee, yeah, but
Yeah.
rock melon and honeydew, like you
Do you
could give
like-
me that and I wouldn't know what it is.
Are you a melon fruit
Nah.
eater? Yeah, we had this debate on the weekend.
Nah.
Some people were like, it's shit, and then other people were like, it was great.
Apples and bananas, mate.
It's a real white person
Peaches.
answer.
Peaches, apricots. A pear.
Oh, we went to town. You were the person that we went to town on a weekend. We're like, peaches is shit, pears is shit.
Really?
Yeah, we're just like, just don't have anything on like berries and melons.
I hate berries.
Yeah. Don't you eat? Is a cherry a berry?
No.
Find that
No,
out.
maybe.
Berries are fruits anyway.
Yeah, I don't.
You don't like berries. You don't like blueberries.
I eat blueberries, but I don't like them.
You like them for what they do for you.
Yeah.
It's like vegetables.
I like them when they've got dark chocolate melted on them
Yeah.
with yogurt.
Yogurt.
It's delicious.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I wouldn't like
You like
you know how people make pancakes and they're like, fuck, oh, bro, I had the best pancakes. I'm like, oh, what'd you have on it? They're like, oh, I had blueberries. And I'm like, fuck off.
I feel like people who say that, though, like, don't have blueberries very often. So it's like a special thing.
Yeah.
So it's more the fact that they had something that they don't eat very often that they like.
Maybe. But
if
you're going to sell me like waffles or pancakes.
Yeah, they're going to have like chocolate chips.
And it doesn't open with ice cream. Like, nah, bro.
Yeah, a fruit in a pancake is not going to wow me.
Yeah, like strawberries, I'm there, but
even then,
I'm still not getting excited about it. It's like, I wasn't a total piece of shit when I had my pancakes.
What about pancakes? Do you eat pancakes often?
No.
Yeah.
Not really.
I'm like maybe a once a month.
Yeah, I would be way less than that.
Yeah.
Maybe once every 6 months.
Yeah, right. What do you eat? Just white people food?
Pretty much.
That's great. Peaches. Every single fruit that we were teeing off on. You're just like, I love
peaches, apricot, pears,
apples, what was the shit list, Jace?
That.
Right.
Outside of the bananas. The bananas are a go.
So then what was the good fruit? Good list.
Like we were talking about like berries, melons, like all those kinds of fruits. Because that's...
Citrus?
The consensus was on that side. Give me a citrus fruit, Tam.
Orange.
Oranges are okay.
Orange is my favorite, along with mango.
If someone, mangoes.
Do you know what though?
Mango's like banana tier, like for me. It's
dried mango.
Tastes like lollies.
Take it to another level.
Yeah, tastes like lollies.
That's where people say like you eat strawberries or blueberries as a snack, and they're just like lollies. They're not.
No, they're not.
You don't eat lollies.
But dried mango is.
Yeah, dried mango is probably...
that's actually...
If you were trying to be in a deficit, do not eat dried mango.
Nah.
But if you want to get...
A packet would be like 4 mangoes.
If you want to get to like 103 kilos and be the fattest you've ever been in your life and not be able to walk to the corner shop...
Can confirm.
But that's be able to deadlift 260...
Yeah, but it's fruit.
Eat that mango.
It's good for you, man. It's healthy. Yeah, I love those like... it's not like like the fake equivalent of the real thing.
I hate any replacement food. It pisses me off.
What about like diet soda? Like it's okay.
Diet soda is okay.
Yeah, there's definitely some people have done God's work and done their best.
Yeah,
and it's pretty close.
But more often than not,
I agree.
It just tastes like shit and is still calorically dense. It's like, here's my raw cheesecake. It's like, motherfucker, it's the same calories.
It's even that. It's like they don't know what the real thing tastes like.
Yeah, so they think it tastes good.
Yeah, so they're like, oh, this tastes so good. And it's like, have you actually had the real thing?
Yeah.
Because this is so far away from that it doesn't taste like.
Yeah, it's like eating light and creamy ice cream forever and then having some connoisseur.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this is...
Yeah.
These two are not the same.
So this is what it's supposed to taste like.
Yeah. Sad times. But the like high protein cookie fucking...
Yeah.
Like the whole snack recipe list that we have in our app, I'm not about it.
Yeah. You're about just eating the real thing.
Just eat have one less cookie.
I don't know if it just works. I don't know if it works like that.
But if you equate the calories, that's my issue. It's like you're saving like 20% calories. Just eat less.
Yeah. Well, it's like
because it's not going to satisfy your craving, and you're still going to want the thing anyway.
No, but it's the perception that a quote unquote protein.
Yeah, I wonder if it tricks your brain.
Equivalent is like you think it's healthier.
In my experience, it does not.
Yeah, but that's because you know what you know.
Yeah.
So if you're
too smart for diet foods,
jaded.
If you're ignorant, jaded. If you're ignorant to diet,
I'm having a Jason
culture,
moisturizer in the eye.
Oh,
he's
that's bad.
Trying to avoid.
Got myself sunburned on the weekend. I was devastated.
Avoiding being leathery on the podcast.
Yeah. It's got to him. Yeah. It actually did tan. It got through all those layers.
I started fake tanning to be even darker.
Yeah. It got through that reinforced skin.
You need a pad for me.
Got underneath it. What was that?
You want to turn the heater down?
Yeah, it's actually really hot in here. This is sunburn, but it's about to turn into Jason is hot, and I'm going to turn into a beetroot. I forgot what we were talking about. Fruit. No, the real version. Yeah, the real versions. Yeah, I reckon if you don't know, because you know, like energy balance and thermodynamics, so you're going to be like,
question, right?
You're going to be like, just eat the protein on time, bro. That's you. That's how you sound.
That's how I sound.
That's how everyone sounds when you imitate their voice.
So why would you have it?
No, because.
But why would you have?
You wouldn't have it.
Why would somebody opt for a healthy cookie if they weren't searching for a cookie?
It'd be the same as like,
you've
why does anyone eat any food though?
Yeah, but you've got to have had the cookie to go, I won't have the cookie. I'll have an imitation of the cookie that's less bad for me.
It's because they're dieting or have less calories.
Yeah, but they still have had the cookie before.
So it's probably...
but that's what they eat.
The idea of having the cookie sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
So,
I
and
get
then
to have one.
the idea that it could even be better for you macronutrient-wise and calorie-wise makes it even better. So that is why they would have it. Whether they repeat the process, it's questionable. That your palate might be a bit simple, depending on like what it is and how it was made.
I think the main benefit to diet foods is when you're actually dieting, they do taste good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you wouldn't have them any other time, right? Would you?
Well, people live that way.
Yeah,
do all of their food like that.
Well, if you're a small person,
you
can't eat a lot.
I understand.
Yeah. It's funny when we're in lockdown. Steph was making
a cookie.
Steph made these cookies. And me and my friend, Dan was over. And, no, he wasn't.
Allegedly.
No, he wasn't. Him and I were up an item during that period, right?
Tam was my boyfriend.
We ate them. And then Steph's like, they're pretty shit, aren't they? And then I ate one and I was like, yeah, they're all right. Like, I'll eat them, which is usually what I'll say, which means it doesn't really matter what food I'll eat.
Yeah. And
then Dan's like, they're pretty shit. I was like, looked at him like, can't say that, bro. It's like, I appreciate your honesty.
Does your, do you and Steph have the same thing? So when Amy doesn't like something, it means I don't eat that. Whereas if I don't like something, it just means I don't enjoy consuming it. Does that make sense? So like I said, I don't like blueberries. I don't wake up in the morning like, yes, blueberries. But like, I fucking eat them.
Yeah.
Whereas my wife's like, no, I don't like that.
It's just won't.
It won't go in
you won't
her
even
face.
entertain the option.
Yeah, it's like, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
like, you don't have to enjoy everything that you eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely have a very similar situation. Sometimes I'll be like, oh, we should have this. And it's like, oh, no, I don't like that. It's like, have you had it before? Oh, no. But I know I won't like it.
Okay, yeah. I think...
We don't eat that food.
I think I've almost, I don't know, feel like I've progressed past that. Or I just don't ask things that I know that she won't like.
Yeah. Or if I'm like, we should eat this. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like, because she knows I want to eat it. And I'm like, but will you eat it?
Just while I remember... And I know it's a long way away, but we should go for Indian food when we're in Sydney.
Oh, we should do something cultured. Let's go for the non-whitest food ever.
Because I don't get to eat Indian food.
Yeah, I've got Steph to Asian food.
Yeah.
Without an issue.
Yeah, it's Amy's favorite is Asian food, but
the jump.
Yeah, anything, not even like hot spicy, just lots of spice.
Yeah,
I bought Misha.
To be fair, I shouldn't eat it very often.
Because you're stinky.
Yeah, I just don't like...
Feel gross.
Yeah, just like...
Yeah, it's a lot of oil that if you're not used to it.
Yeah. And like at the gym, it's just like, fuck, man, I'm like leaking garlic or something. What the fuck is happening here? Yeah, it's not it.
Yeah.
I just... Being a very clean person in general.
Had some...
not it.
Garlic bread down Hardware Lane on the weekend.
Ooh. Oh, hang on a minute. Did you go in the city?
I did.
Ooh.
2 times.
Yeah.
Well, I went to Brunswick twice, and I went to the city once.
How's this guy?
Yeah.
Go to the big smoke.
Had to go buy a shirt.
Thinks he's a city slicker.
I know. Did you wear it? What'd you wear to the city?
These fucking guys.
Did you make out as if you weren't from there, though? Like, did you make it really clear?
I wore my black and white flanny.
Of course you did. I knew it.
But I had chinos and nice shoes on.
Tried to blend it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Half.
Tell me about this weekend. Tell me about it.
All right. We went to the gym.
Who was there?
And then, I trained with Mads. So I've got to give all these people that I've been training with shout outs too. So Loz came down from Gold Coast on the Friday. So we trained. Oh, bro. You know how like we know what Doherty's is?
Yeah.
And it's like...
Amazing.
No. You don't understand. This is Doherty's, man. Like, you don't understand where you are right now.
Yeah.
These 2 girls were just like, okay.
It's just a gym.
Yeah. And then I trained with Loz at like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So there's no one there. And then slowly it was just like 18 to 21-year-old kids, males, all rolled in. She's like, do girls train here? I'm like, actually, yes.
Yeah.
But not right now.
Yeah.
And I said, and they're all jacked. Most of the ones that train here are jacked. But most of them are in the leg room, not the upper body room, because I didn't want to train legs, because they would have beaten me. So, end of the workout. Got to take the post-workout flex selfie. Hold the phone up. And, like, this guy's, like, coming through the doorway and stops. He's like, oh, sorry. It's fucking Tony Doherty.
The big dog.
I'm like, bro, come on. Come get in the photo. He's like, no, are you sure? I'm like, yes, get in the photo.
Big dog.
So he ended up, like, just standing directly behind Loz, so you can't even see him.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you doing, bro?
That was
People
probably planned.
I'm like, people know where you are. It's fine. Like, you can. So then, yeah, like, he's like, oh, come, we'll take a photo. I'll take a photo of you guys in front of, because they got the world famous sign. He's like, oh, I made this for Instagram. We'll take a photo of it.
Oh, yeah.
So then he's like, sort of went to walk off, and I shook his hand, and he's like, I know your face. What's your name again? And then, like, we had a chat for like 5 minutes about the gym and shit.
Yeah.
And he goes like, that's the best gym in the world. And I was like, that's a big call. He's like, I've been to 55 countries. I've trained at every big name gym in the world. This is the best gym in the world.
What a flex.
I was just like, all right. Okay. I am not arguing with you, sir.
What a flex. 55 countries.
I was like, all right, that's gangster.
Yeah.
But I was like, I left, and I was like, you just met the man. Like, this guy's done work, like, presented with Arnold, works with, like, you don't understand what just happened.
And dissed his gym.
Yeah, basically.
It's a big call.
So then Saturday, Mads was down from Sydney.
Mm-hmm.
She's in prep 10 weeks out.
Yeah.
So we did a bench session, which was cool. She didn't outbench me. That was my main concern, because I haven't been under a bench press for a while. Bro, how amazing is, you're loving this story time. You don't have to.
Oh, man, I'm fucking battling so hard right now. Even just concentrating so hard.
Plate loading.
Yeah.
When you post a non-sequenced plate-loaded barbell, people on the internet lose their fucking mind.
Yeah, I must admit, I did look at it, hurt my feelings a little bit.
It's so wild. And when I did it, I was like, this is going to upset people.
Yeah, it didn't upset me. I was just like, oh, that looks weird.
But it's like, I'm not going to take all of the weights off and put them all back on top every set. It's stupid.
Yeah.
I looked at it and I understood the thought process.
Yeah.
It was efficiency.
Yeah.
That was what you went with.
Yeah. Just, it
still kind of matters, though. Depending on how far you...
Not at 80 kilos.
Yeah, I'm just saying, at some point, there's a point where you don't want...
so you're saying I could have benched more?
Well, there's too much weight on the outside.
Fuck.
It's gonna
increase torque.
It's gonna influence how you lift the weight.
It's
the distribution of the load is...
I'll bring my own comp plates next time.
Yeah.
Put them in my bag.
Like, I'll be on this bench press. Just come over here and spot me. Just load them up.
Yeah.
You got some shade, huh?
Yeah, lots of DMs about that. Lots of people with anxiety, lots of people with OCD, lots of people that just were just generally angry with me.
Probably not that big of a deal. It wasn't worth the message for me.
Yeah.
I looked at it, I was like,
yeah.
Letting Ben do his thing in the city.
Keep him coming.
Enjoy his time.
Keep coming with the DMs.
Yeah.
All about it. We had some good chats afterwards.
Yeah.
Anyway, so then had to get a shirt for Saturday night.
Did you buy Doherty's one or?
No, I didn't.
That would look cool.
It would have.
Yeah.
Would have been pretty boss.
People would have walked away from you. Big skull.
I'm going to buy one on Friday now and wear that instead.
Yeah. I want to buy one, the jumper. Adrian's got one. It's got this big shiny skull in the middle.
Yeah, it's dope.
But it's not shiny. It's like still black. But it's pretty good.
They've got a almost like this color green.
Oh, yeah. It's just another level.
Yeah, it's a bit lighter.
A bit lighter,
more limey.
I reckon a couple more times in the wash.
So, I know this conversation is going fucking everywhere, and we will get to the city eventually. I got one of those. So Jace is wearing our oversized long sleeve crew at the moment.
In Cyprus.
Cyprus. Cyprus is the color, apparently.
That's it.
So apparently I bought one.
You didn't get one?
And then Amy saw all our clothing and was like, oh, I wish I had got more stuff. And I'm like, oh, well, like, now, like, in a month or two, like, mine will probably fit you.
Yeah.
She walked out yesterday with that on.
Yeah. Oh.
And I was like, I didn't even know I fucking had one of them. She's like, you don't. I'm like, I do.
Yeah, nah, it's gone.
You can wear it.
Yeah.
But you'll be washing that so I can wear it on the weekend.
That's
thank you.
hilarious.
Yeah, I didn't even know I had a green one.
Yeah. Green's. This is my favorite one.
Yeah. I like the blue one the most.
Yeah, I know. That's why I don't wear it.
Yeah.
It's just
It's
any
high
day.
risk.
Any
High
day,
risk.
he could just rock up.
Yeah,
with it.
yeah. So I'm
They're
gonna
twinning.
actually have. I was talking to Jess about this yesterday for the weekend. So just so you guys understand the weekend plans, I'm still coming back to the city. It's all right. We'll get there.
Yeah, we haven't forgotten about the city.
It's a big moment for me to be in the big smoke.
That's hilarious.
I'm gonna have like my spare bed laid out with Friday workout gear, Friday night dinner, Saturday presenting gear, Saturday night dinner, Sunday presenting gear, laid out so there's zero decision making required all weekend.
Yeah, it's
Walk in, put clothes on, leave.
Jess messaged me about the outfit thing, and I was like, "This is not the time."
Yeah, ask me Friday.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah. I'm not doing that until Friday.
I haven't even considered what I'm wearing.
Yeah.
Like, I could rock up with nothing. Who knows? We'll see.
We'll be fine.
Just step ones.
So yeah, after we'll definitely get in then.
I'll tell you what, I walked around my jocks a lot on the weekend, Ben. You would have been proud.
Everyone was comfortable with it.
Yeah, they were.
Good.
My closest friends accept me for who I am.
Yeah, we've made it.
Yeah, cool. So the city. Let's get there.
So yeah, Mads had to go into the city after the workout, so we went in, and I was like, I need a t-shirt to go with my outfit.
Is this for an outfit in the evening or an outfit at the event?
Yeah.
Did you get a t-shirt or a shirt?
I needed a boxy white tee.
Yeah.
That was longer than it was wider.
Yeah.
For my dressy jacket.
Your massive physique.
That too.
Hyper responder.
Pretty huge. Down 1.5 centimeters already at my waist.
Beautiful.
Very happy.
Excellent.
So yeah, we went to the Emporium, had a cruise around, bought some stuff, went to Hardware Lane, went home.
Had some garlic bread. Yeah. That's how we got here.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. That was the whole weekend. But yeah, I've really turned the corner. As I walked into the food court, because I hadn't trained obviously, and then ate, and I was like, I can't sit down for lunch yet. I don't know about you, but I can't eat a meal after I train.
Me too. Yeah,
Jason can eat all the time.
All about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, not all the time, but yeah.
So yeah, went to the food court and I was like, okay, what can I track?
Yes, that's when you're in the zone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I was the same. Oh, also got more hate over the weekend on Instagram. People were very upset that I ordered peanut butter on toast at a cafe.
Oh, no, I'm not. You order oats at a cafe. I think that's
that's my argument.
Absolutely preposterous.
Right? That's my argument. I said, my reply was, breakfast food sucks in general.
Yeah.
Can't have scrambled eggs.
No, because it's just full of butter.
Who fucking knows how much butter and cream is in it?
Yeah.
Can't have chili eggs because oil. Poached eggs. Yeah. Like, I'd rather have a protein shake when I get home than eat poached eggs.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You don't like eggs, though.
No,
the egg hater.
Breakfast food sucks.
Yeah, I didn't know you hated eggs that much.
I don't hate
until
them.
we lived together.
It's one of those
brief
things.
Period.
It's one of those things. I don't like them, but I will eat them.
You're throwing shade on them, so I feel like you throw shade on a food. It's another level.
Just because they're like, everyone loves them and they're shit. So I was like, well, I want to have some food because I'm having coffee.
9 out of every 10 people would like eggs, I reckon.
Yeah.
8 even.
I don't like eggs. I like the sauce I can put on the eggs.
Yeah.
To then eat the sauce.
I don't like the eggs, I like the bacon that comes with it.
So I ordered sourdough and a side of peanut butter. And I only had like a quarter of the peanut butter.
Yeah.
Tracked it. Ate my protein later in the day.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
This is the most Melbourne thing
upset.
ever. I hate sourdough.
Yeah, I understand that.
I fucking hate it. It's good when it's freshly baked.
Yeah.
It just, some bread shouldn't be toasted unless you want to turn it into a biscuit.
I hate that you don't get given a steak knife.
You shouldn't.
At
it's
every
bread.
cafe
you
ever.
don't need. It's 1,000-year-old bread. Like, you shouldn't need a chainsaw to eat a piece of bread that's just been toasted for a couple of minutes.
I understand.
It's not my thing.
Yeah.
Don't like it.
Yeah.
But I know people be like, oh, but the egg yolk makes it soggy. And
It's bougie though, isn't it?
it's just not it.
I remember.
If I have a choice.
How long ago
never.
was
I think
sourdough like an option that it was a fancy thing?
Or in 2015. It's just me just rambling.
Just random.
I vividly remember.
Because there was a time where it was like
Yeah, you had to
you
ask for
could
it.
get sourdough as a
like an extra.
bougie.
Yeah, you just
$2
get
extra.
the white piece of toast, the square.
Yeah.
That almost comes across like a
Peasant
it's a-
food.
Yeah, like it's poor people.
Yeah. It's probably got sawdust.
Maybe that's what I prefer. Oh, I'll tell you what. I cooked dinner last night.
Sorry, I'm just laughing at like we just did 15 minutes about me going to the city, and the city was like 30 seconds.
I cooked this rice Mexican dish thing last night, and I said I'll use the basmati rice because I don't think Steph will like the sushi rice.
Mm-hmm.
Have you had sushi rice?
Yeah, in sushi.
Well, no. Outside of that, so it's like
I don't think so.
it's really soft.
Yeah.
So you could kind of like you could make it into a ball and throw it at someone,
Or a
and
roll.
it would stick to their face. You know?
Okay.
It's real sticky.
Yeah.
Just to give you an image.
Yeah, that's always what I think about. It's like you could, especially when it's cold, you could do some damage with this thing.
So in sushi, they add like a layer of basically
Sugar,
syrup.
Yeah, it's sugar syrup.
So sushi rice outside of sushi tastes different.
Yeah, and it's
Interesting.
isn't it the rice vinegar as well? They put a bit of that in there. Yeah. So that's what makes it taste delightful. Just letting you know.
The coffee's pretty good.
So then I cooked basmati rice.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you what, it was like I was eating fucking wood.
Do you remember to put the rice in?
No, it's just not.
Go
It's
back
just
to that.
not sushi rice.
Yeah, it was
It's
just bland.
Yeah, it's just not soft. It's like
Yeah.
eating baby food. Sushi rice.
Yeah.
It's good for my
Basmati's
dog.
pretty hard in comparison.
Oh, it's disgraceful.
Yeah.
Oh, just
Yeah.
can't do it anymore.
We use basmati in the thermo,
It's an inferior
and it
rice.
actually goes pretty sticky.
You
but
just go jasmine.
It's an inferior rice on the rice spectrum, though.
so, do you? The Thermomix taught me this.
Ah, wash it
Put olive oil
on
in
your
the
rice.
water?
Nah.
in the water,
Oh, really?
salt and olive
So you
oil.
cook it in the olive oil? You shouldn't have to. If it was a superior rice, it wouldn't need it. Like a sushi rice.
So it recommends. So we have 150 grams dry weight between us.
Yeah.
It recommends 20 grams of olive oil. I only
150
use 10.
grams dry weight. Oh, yeah. It's normal stuff.
Yeah, I use half the recommended.
Yeah.
And it's super soft, a little bit sticky. Try that next time.
Nah. It's going in the bin.
Just sushi rice.
Yeah, it's over. And so I thought,
How much sushi rice?
I'll
Though?
put
I feel
it
like
to
it's
the-
really expensive.
oh, yeah, it's like $4 a bag.
Yeah, and the bag's like 200 grams, not 5
Oh,
kilos.
it'd be about 400 grams, I reckon.
Yeah,
It lasts you a week.
but it's not a 2 kilo bag. That's
No.
probably still
You pay,
$3.
it's fucking rice, bro. You get what you pay for. You're not poor, mate. You're all right. You're doing okay.
We're not poor anymore.
Yeah. You can have sourdough bread without it being an option.
Yeah. So to sum up my last month, as we talk about rice, I sent you the photo last night.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the STCfit podcast, where we talk about all things nutrition, training, and how to live your best life. If you want some more information about coaching, our free resources, and other fitness-related content, be sure to check us out on our website at www.stcfit.com. All right, let's get to the episode.
So I have my chicken cooking in my pan. So my panko crumbed chicken breast takes exactly on the lowest heat on the biggest gas burner. Takes exactly 9 minutes each side.
Yeah.
For perfection. I actually like it 8 each side, but it's a little bit too tender. It may make me uncomfortable.
The softness.
Yeah. And because she's
Soft chicken means
because
you're
she's
going to die.
19 weeks pregnant. it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
let's add an extra 2
I'll
minutes.
tell you
just
what,
to
I
be safe.
really like to roll the dice on that.
Me too.
I'm like, it's
Juicy's
is that
better.
translucent?
Yeah.
It'll do.
It's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been there
It's,
for 16 minutes to be fine. So yeah, it takes exactly that. The Thermomix recipe for my lightly oiled basmati rice
Yeah.
is 18 minutes. So it's perfect. Put them both
Times
on
to
exactly the
perfection.
same time. Set a timer for 9 minutes. Flip the chicken.
Yeah.
You can watch a whole show. You can watch half of Rick Shields' YouTube video.
You sure can.
Go back out while the chicken is cooling and you're serving the rice. You can. This is going to upset everyone. You can microwave your frozen vegetables and add those, and it's good. So last night I walked in and I was trying to get my steps up. Thankfully, my house is a little bit bigger now. There's a few more rooms that I can explore. was walking around my house. And I walked past. And I was like, so the Thermomix is like basically looks like a blender jug.
Yeah.
And then to cook your rice, you have a basket that sits in the jug, and the water boils up into the rice and steams through as well. Okay. Oh no! There's 4 minutes to go on the rice. The rice was not in the Thermomix.
Yeah.
The basket was on the bench.
Yes, Tam.
Oh, the soundboard's come out. It's been 3
I've
years.
only been asking
We've been
for
waiting
it for 300 episodes. Go, Tam.
We made it.
Uh,
I feel like we've made it as podcasters.
Do you
now.
think is that diet brain related, or are you just like,
No, I'm just so fucking cooked.
Because I've done some dumb shit when I'm hungry. I put my wallet in the bin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like just
I'm not
put shit in yeah, Tam. We've gone some. I'm a different human.
What led up to that?
No, just I don't know. Sometimes
like,
when things are in my hand,
this
so
goes
I
here.
had two things in my hand, and I was really hungry.
The
I
two
mean, it's
things-
not really.
The
So
two things relatable.
it's rubbish,
Yeah.
wallet.
Yeah.
Walked into the bin and just went, okay. And put both of them
I
in there,
understand.
and then went
Ah,
about half an hour later. Where's my wallet? And I was like, the last time I had it was in my hand, and I was throwing something in the bin, and then I was like, surely not. And I walked in, and I'm like, you dickhead. I've done heaps of shit. I put my keys in the fridge.
Everyone's ended up with a phone in the fridge.
I definitely don't have diet brain yet. Just have.
I've done the where's my
brain.
phone? And it's in my hand.
Oh, I've been walking around the house looking for my phone while I'm talking on it.
Yeah, it's
Like to leave the house because I'm like, you do the pocket check. I'm like, I don't have my phone.
yeah, it's
You dickhead. Have you seen the reels of like the partner takes a photo of the phone on the bench before they leave? So then when they get in the car, they send them a text of their phone on the bench that they open on their phone, and they come back in. They're like, "Oh, where's my phone?" You're like, "Where did you get the message?" Like, oh,
what the hell?
yeah, it's very good.
Yeah.
It's very good. I would fall for that because I'm so forgetful.
You know what I
Leave shit
saw?
everywhere.
Have you seen that egg smashing thing on the kids on TikTok?
Yeah. On the forehead.
How is that?
It's pretty funny,
Yeah,
but
but,
also like
how
that's shit.
How did that go viral?
Go viral,
It's like
yeah.
670
It's just
million
an excuse to
to hurt your
kids.
children. Yeah. Yeah, like
And
obviously.
people laugh about it.
Yeah, I saw that like they're like, oh, medical professionals are saying not to slam eggs on your kids'
Oh
heads.
my
Like,
God.
really?
Yeah.
Like, are you serious?
Oh my god. I think the egg will break before concussion ensues.
Some of them are pretty funny,
Yeah.
especially like when they get like, like the shock is the funniest part. It's like, oh, we're gonna crack an egg. It's like, yeah.
I've seen one that it's mum and dad, and they're both just like, the kid's like, what the hell just happened?
Yeah, I saw one. Is it like the tortilla or something?
Yeah,
And they
yeah.
slap them with
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
It's like,
That was a trend for a while.
are we just finding ways?
So you had to keep your mouth full of water and slap each other. Yeah.
Are we finding ways to beat each other that's like socially acceptable now?
Yeah,
Is that
basically.
yeah? Always resorting back to violence.
That's how we'll get TikTok famous. We need to find a subtle way of hurting each other, Jason. outside of
It's not going to take much to hurt me today.
yeah,
Don't talk about
posts.
our skin, you fucking dogs.
Yeah, not my emotions. Hurt me physically, you fuck.
Yeah, that heals way quicker. Yeah.
Oh,
It's
dear.
hilarious.
I actually thought I was looking pretty good too, to be honest.
Look, I think you are.
But yeah, back to the diet brain thing. I'm not
You're not a diet
only
brain
on like
person.
2400. I'm not really pushing it yet.
Yeah. What's the lowest you've gotten down to?
Calories.
Yeah, ever.
I think the last time I did a photo shoot, I think you prepped me for it. I reckon we got
I
down
would
to
have bombed him. I would have bombed him.
I reckon we got down to like 1800.
Yeah, I would have bombed you. Like just
Yeah.
even if I didn't need to, I'd be like, let's make him fucking suffer.
Yeah. And that was like still doing 30 hours of PT,
Yeah.
training lots.
Doesn't fall off like it used to. You said that yet?
Nah.
Yeah. Are you gonna?
No,
Yeah.
not now.
All right.
I've actually responded really well, so I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really
Yeah.
should. Really should start this photo shoot prep.
Yeah, this weekend is interesting. So like,
What does that mean?
well, like, because we have two social events, right? It's like, oh, we've invited people to a VIP night.
Yeah, you're not
They
going
get
to sit
hang
there and
out
be
with
like,
us.
I can't eat and I can't drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and then like obviously networking Saturday night. So I'm like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel you.
I'll just have a couple of whiskeys because I also got to drive home and I'll be careful with just like the fatigue, especially Saturday night driving home late.
Yeah.
In,
Yeah.
in the
What's
bush.
that, like an hour?
For at that time it'll probably only be 50, 45.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just kangaroos and shit.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that. Just go through them, mate.
Yeah.
You just don't hit
Don't
the brakes. Nah.
Yeah. Dad hit one, 110.
Yeah.
He just went dark. He didn't know what happened. It's because the bonnet was on the
Oh.
windscreen.
Yeah. Yeah, I just have a rule
Love
in my
that.
head. It's just like no swerving.
Yeah, I've
Straight
been sort of coaching Amy. Like at night time, you can see lights coming, so you don't have to drive in your lane. You
Yeah.
drive in the middle of the road. So if you do happen to swerve,
Yeah.
or if you hit something
Yeah,
and it
you're
moves
not
you,
Running out of
you've
space.
got a little bit of extra room before
Yeah.
you hit grass / table drain / tree.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah.
So, I think I'm going to move gyms again.
Where you going now?
I'll feel a little bit disappointed saying it. I'm going to go back to platinum.
Oh,
Yeah.
we talked about that last week.
No, but I'm doing it.
Okay, cool. I'm happy with that.
I want to sign up today.
I like it. I like it there.
Yeah.
We're not going to Inspire, try it?
Don't like the car park.
Oh, true.
I don't want to put my
True.
car on a gutter
Yeah.
in a street that's full of...
Lucky we didn't take the
lots
spot
of
then.
traffic.
You wouldn't have come to work.
Sorry, guys. I can't make it again. Can't make it again today.
We just put a bollard up in the one car park
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
up the driveway.
I would have just had my own car park.
Yeah, yeah.
Or just painted it like in front of like the garage door or something. Like,
Yeah.
this is Jason's spot.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
Or
you
just-
need one of those remote bollard things that like...
Or get one of those e-bikes.
Yeah.
That's the only bike I'd fuck with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Because you don't have to pedal. Basically,
Yeah.
it's like a bike that can go like 30, 40 kilometers an hour.
You get them up to speed, right? And then they
Yeah.
just hold speed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely mess with that.
We spent a whole week. So in Paris, it was faster to use the electric scooters than it was to use an Uber.
Yeah, I can believe that.
And it was like fucking a tenth of the price. So we bought
Yeah.
unlimited pass for the whole week. So you can get on and off as often as you want. Just wherever there's a scooter, it's yours.
Yeah.
For the whole week. It was fucking awesome. If I lived
Yeah.
in the city, I'd buy one.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Elite.
Yeah, I can see in some instances like there's just no point in taking a car.
Yeah.
Like there's no point even having.
Yeah, we got one once because it was sort of like after dark in Paris.
Yeah. At certain
And
times you
the
should be doing
district
shit.
we were in was not amazing.
Mm.
Um,
I feel like that's a common sense thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, like
if you're in a city you don't know.
Like I remember we were in Bali and there was like this shortcut that took you from one side of the town to the other.
Yeah.
And the guy was just like at nighttime, he's like, don't go down there.
Yeah.
And it was like just pitch black. But during the day, it was like well lit up. It's got mirrors so you
Yeah,
can see what's going on. I'm like, you didn't need to tell me that,
Yeah.
but thank you.
Shout
I
out
was
to
just-
Shepparton's Maud Street Mall. Learnt those lessons as a youngster.
Don't go down there. It's like if you went down there, you fucking
It's your own
deserve.
fault.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
deserve it. I'm sorry. I hope you're okay.
Yeah.
You fucking deserve
But
it.
it might have been a lesson you needed to learn.
It's just, yeah, and I feel like everywhere's the same.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh yeah, nighttime. Don't
Yeah.
go out.
I reckon, yeah, so Shepparton has like a mall, so it's like old school mall. There used to be a street with shops, and then they closed the streets to the public. I think they've opened it back up now because it died.
Right.
No one goes there anymore. But yeah, if it was like less than 4 of you, and I mean like 4 guys,
Yeah, it's weird.
you
That's wild.
would go around.
Less than 4.
Yeah, I reckon that would have been like the trigger. Because like me and my best mate didn't count because we were like 55 kilos.
It's like there's like half a person going.
Yeah,
through.
yeah. So it's like we need 2 more much larger humans
Yeah.
to come with us on this voyage.
It's hilarious.
Yeah. Where were we?
I don't know. This is a bit. This is us
Dieting.
today.
So
Diet,
yeah,
mate.
2,400 at the moment. Lots of protein.
Yeah.
I'm having strange thoughts, Jason.
Okay.
I'm a bit concerned about myself.
Why? What's going on?
Do you know what I was thinking about this morning?
What are you thinking about?
So and you can come at me with the pitchforks. I like
Cleaning it.
at the end of like a cut phase, if you're doing a photo shoot or something like that,
Big
to
reader.
remove the potential for any inflammation that may be lingering.
Mm-hmm.
So I like to cut dairy. I like
Like as in at the end.
just at the end, yeah, like maybe 2 weeks, because whatever food you're changing to,
Yeah.
you need to adapt to. So I like to cut dairy, probably try and pull gluten out where possible. Not super crazy about it, just like limit the amount.
Yeah.
So I was like, what would I have for breakfast? Because I've had yogurt for breakfast for like 6 years.
Yeah.
And I was like, maybe I could just have some like turkey mince, maybe some egg over it, some vegetables.
Egg, turkey mince. Yeah,
Be a pretty good breakfast.
we used to do that.
Yeah, and then I was like, oh, maybe I should stop buying core meals, and I'll just like make my own. I can do something like that
It's a
for
terrible
lunch.
idea.
And I was like, who am I?
Yeah.
I've turned back into like 25-year-old Ben that's actually willing to
Oh, really?
prep and
I'm a real
weigh
convenience
food
person.
and- yeah, me too.
Yeah. Even yesterday, I was like, I need to buy core meals again. I can't
Yeah.
bother cooking food.
Yeah, so that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I reckon it's a reflection of how much you eat, though. Because
I'm eating fuck all.
Because if you cook heaps,
Yeah.
it's like, I don't want to cook 5 meals a day.
Yeah.
I'm bothered. Not that I can't be bothered.
Well, I think
kinda
I think the reason I was like, so my favorite core meal, guess, because you'll know what it is.
Wait. Your favourite one?
Yeah,
Is it the satay chicken one?
I have that today.
Oh, no.
But
It's the fucking mixed grill thing. Yeah?
Yeah, actually, you're correct. You're correct. I was lying to myself.
Yeah,
just
of
now.
course it's the mixed grill. So guys, it's like a little risole,
2 rissoles,
a
2
chipolata.
sausages.
It's like a chipolata. It's not even a sausage.
but it has barbecue sauce.
Which one did you think it was?
No, so you go.
Which one
What else do you reckon would be on my list?
So you've got I reckon the satay one, the mixed grill, obviously. Oh, maybe the chili one. Nah. I'm telling myself
Too much vegetables.
Oh, I'm out. I've just forgotten it.
The tortellini.
Oh, really? Oh.
It's hit
I
Oh,
haven't
miss.
even
I
exercised.
fucking love it. No,
because
so-
of the texture.
I
yeah.
haven't
So
eaten
you've
it.
got to add water first.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that makes sense.
You got to drizzle a little.
They
and
come
then-
out pretty shit most of the time.
Yeah, because you get dry hard bits. You know, like break your
Yes.
teeth and shit.
Not an option.
A little bit of water first, and they're perfect.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Just like steamed dim sims.
So I was
about
thinking back to your favourite story about my culinary skill set. It was
It's the all time.
the ravioli that we had with barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, maybe I could just have that and I'll just add
You
like
make it yourself.
just have some chicken and turkey mince or something to bump the protein.
Actually makes me physically ill thinking about that meal. The one we had, the one you made us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it makes me physically ill.
I'm okay with it.
Like I've got a nauseous feeling in my stomach right now.
Shit.
What's up, guys? So before we move on, just a little bit more information for those people who are curious about coaching. Maybe they want someone to take care of their training, get a bit more specific, take it to the next level, or even just keep them accountable to all of the things that they need to do. So again, you guys can go onto the website, get a little bit more information. It's got all the information on there on what's involved to take your training to the next level. You can hit the inquiry button, and then we'll get on a strategy call and see what we can do for you.
So how much are we allowed to talk about, Jace?
The minimum.
The minimum. So I got a message. The message that I have prayed that one. No, I haven't. That's a lie. I was going to say that I had prayed that one day I would get from you.
Yeah.
But
You were very excited.
that's incorrect because I was a little jealous that I wasn't part of it. Because
Yeah.
I wanted to be there for that experience with you.
Yeah.
But I was still very excited.
Yeah.
The message said, I went to another dimension, and all they said is it's going to be all right.
Yeah.
And that was it.
And that was my biggest fear of not doing it.
Yeah, well, you didn't quit. So that was good.
Yeah. 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 So we went away for the weekend with the boys, and the theme of the weekend was like a nice little reset. Nice little let your hair down and try and come away nice and refreshed.
Mm-hmm.
And that's exactly what we did. And there may or may not have been a little bit of DMT about that we found on the bark of the bushes out there. No, I'm kidding. And yeah, I had a lot of reservations behind it, obviously, because you just hear these stories, right? Like, oh, like quit my job, like leave my fucking wife, like, you know, blah, blah, blah.
I think it helps that you're not miserable.
Well, that was one of the things that was encouraging me to do it was like, if you don't think like that, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I don't think any of those things.
Yeah.
So yeah, so obviously
Like
like
last week's episode about sloths. Like,
Yeah. The watching, you're watching it.
I wish my partner would just die because it'd be easier than breaking
Yeah.
up. Like if you take a trip, then it's like
Yeah.
you're gonna be told.
And I'll tell you what, you definitely got to be in a positive mind. I've seen some people not in the right place, and it's like, fuck, it can be a real bad time.
I was surprised with that many people.
Nah, so we were like, so the house was really good. It was like this huge house, up on a hill. House on the hill is what it's called. Shock. But it was like a real hilly kind of area, the terrain.
Yep.
And to the right of the house, you went up this hill, again, lots of hills, and they had a fire pit.
Yeah, sick.
And so then we were like, the sun was coming down, and it was like setting over the other hills again. So we were like, it was a good spot, real quiet. Everyone was just like, So first experience, I only had a very, very small go at it.
Mm-hmm.
And that was just like it was just real relaxing. Didn't really kind of do much from that perspective. And then the next time I was like, I'll just try a tiny bit more. And then it was like, it was like I was being, it's like I went somewhere and they were kind of like, everyone was kind of saying hi. That's probably the best way I can see it. And then then I was like, okay, I'll do one more and I'll just let it all out. Every thought, fear, concern, thing that I wanted to talk about because I feel like you're talking with yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, people say like you have these out of body experiences and you go to another place and you talk to like a higher spirit, whatever. I was like, look, I feel like I'm talking to myself here, so I'm just going to let it out. And then, so yeah, I did that and I had a really good talk with myself for a really short period of time. I was like, just have I made the right decisions? Am I on the right path? Like, is there anything that I need to consider and whatever? And I just left myself really open to it. And then I just got this like, it's like, you'll be fine. Everything, it's going to be okay. And I just got this like, you go back, it's time to go back and you're good.
Yeah.
And I just
So were you present enough at the time to ask? Or did you have to set an intent before? Yeah, I think you got to set an intent before you do it. Yeah, so the most success I've had, I've actually written it down.
Yeah, so you definitely have to go into it because you won't. The first time I didn't know what to experience and I was like, there's no way I could.
Yeah.
There's no way I could now think about it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and then that was it. I was like, I'm good.
We're good now.
Didn't want to poke the bear anymore.
Yeah,
so I was like, I'm okay.
Yeah. And you said it was like 10 minutes in and out.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, it's over. I mean, like, they reckon it can last up to like 60 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on obviously where it's sourced from and all that kind of stuff. Like, we weren't getting the one off like the frogs.
Yeah.
The frog's venom and whatever. But yeah, like I reckon about 20 minutes and you're fine.
Again.
Yeah, so it's just in and out.
I think that's a challenging thing about like a hard shroom trip. It's like 6 hours.
Yeah, well, that was the thing that kind of put me off it. I was like, if I'm not having a good time, can't get out.
There's no stepping off that shit.
Yeah, so obviously being a very risk averse person, I was like, that's not an option. It's like, that's not an option for me. I'll just sit back and watch you guys have a good time.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was just like
you just take less.
20 minutes.
I think from a mushroom thing, like I've the last time I did it. So I think what happened was we got a bunch, and it was like enough for 2 serves, trips. And I think we either separated it poorly or it had just gotten old. So the first one was like, I was could talk to animals.
Yeah.
And then the second one, I was almost forcing it a bit. Like I had like the questions written out and what I wanted out of it and blah, blah, blah. And then after like maybe an hour sort of in and out, I was like, this isn't really doing
what I needed
that this time. Maybe I don't need that this time.
Yeah.
And then we were away and I just put music on and like just had the best time with Amy. It's like dancing around the kitchen and just fucking around. I was like, oh, okay,
music is
just need this today. Yeah.
Music is the best.
Yeah. Yeah. So the there's a John Hopkins University playlist for shroom trips
Yeah, right.
for like therapeutic ones.
yeah.
It's fucking. If you listen to it not on shrooms, you're like, this is terrifying.
Yeah.
'Cause it's all in German and Russian and shit, and a lot of them are like, there's some like operatic type stuff, and then there's some that are like military songs.
Yeah, well.
So some of them are real heavy.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, it obviously gets you to go
Yeah.
to places and shit. Sometimes you
100%.
come to and you're like, whoa, why am I so like wound up right now? You're like, oh, the music.
Yeah, the funnest one was when we had music.
Yeah.
The other two were quiet.
Yeah, yeah.
The funnest one was...
Yeah. So yeah,
For me.
I'd like to do a half of
Yeah.
shrooms in a social environment. I think it'd be really fun.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be frequenting that
Yeah.
too often.
Touched it, happy, go away.
Yeah, it's pretty energy taxing,
Yeah.
especially for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I'm fucking exhausted.
Yeah. Yeah, mate. So I have like a dopamine hangover.
Well, apparently it
the-
doesn't play around with that at all, but
or, like-
I was just fucking
Yeah.
tired.
Emotion.
Yeah, it was just like
Yeah.
thinking about all that stuff. I was like, oh, man, I'm tired as a motherfucker.
Yeah. Yeah. The next day I'm like
Yeah, it's definitely not my...
flat.
It's definitely not my choice.
Yeah. But not
Well, we're
sad
too.
the way I would be with alcohol. Just tired.
Yeah. I reckon alcohol's... Yeah, I don't know.
The shittest drug.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the shittest one.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if it's just like the older I get, it's just like you just feel it more. So, and you don't have that like the energy reserve to kind of overcome
Yeah.
the shittiness. But I'm like, fuck, man. And like the 2 or 3 days of just like feeling sorry for yourself afterwards, I'm like, this is,
Yeah.
I would almost do anything to take that away.
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
It's
the
so
last
weird
3
that
or 4 times I've definitely had that.
so weird that that's the, like we're talking about the weekend. It's like, cool, so we've got to have a couple of drinks because that's the social thing to do.
Yeah.
And it would be kind of weird to not, like obviously we're in a room with personal trainers, it'd probably be fine, but it's weird that that's like a social norm, and it's like I know that that's going to negatively impact my brain
Yeah.
more than,
It's wild.
yeah, and still so many people, if you told like mushrooms or weed or whatever, like ascending order from there, they would be like, oh my God, that's disgusting.
Yeah. But it's like,
Yeah.
you can drink every day.
Yeah. Like
That's
I got a
fine.
mate. We were away, and he was just like, "Oh fuck, keep that shit away from me." I'm like, "Bro, you drank a slab yesterday." Like, are you serious?
Yeah.
Like, it's a wild sort of thing.
There's some really, like, without starting to turn into a bit of a hippie after his first weekend or hallucinogens, but like, it's some very interesting stuff coming out with how they're treating like mental health with things like that.
Yeah.
and,
Lots with PTSD.
MDMA and mushrooms and stuff. It's
Yeah.
very, very interesting stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you watched the doco on Netflix?
I haven't watched
I know
it
it's
yet.
not the most reliable source, but it's really interesting.
Yeah, don't be that person because we shit on them about three
Yeah.
weeks ago.
Yeah. Yeah. It's an interesting insight just to like.
Yeah.
The theory is that it was a government policy to squash what was a culture of rebellion in the 60s.
Well, wasn't that from... was that the Woodstock one are you talking about?
Yeah, well, it
Yeah.
was all the same time. Yeah, so
Yeah.
one of the guys that was sort of heavily involved with the Woodstock movement was also heavily involved in hallucinogen experimentation and promoting
Yeah, okay.
as for its positive like
I definitely think it
Health
needs to be
benefits.
controlled.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I definitely think it's like definitely
Yeah.
a good idea to control things like that. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's just I don't know. The irony of just all of that stuff is just like you can smoke yourself to death, drink
Yeah.
yourself to death.
Yeah.
You can take a vape. I could puffing on a vape right now, and
Yeah.
we still don't even know. You know, people are losing lungs and shit.
It's
and,
wild.
but it's like there's just a line apparently, and then after that, it's like that's bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You
I always
eat yourself to death.
I
like,
always
fine,
forget,
yeah.
and then like you catch that like level of judgment. You're like, oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It's like you still think that that's a thing. Okay, understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. So I have a total topic change.
Cool.
Something happened last week. I have to tell you.
Okay.
'Cause
Are
I
we
was
gonna
like,
be okay. Or?
Jace was like last week. I think in last week podcast, you're like, oh fuck, anything rattling, Ben can't loses his mind. And I was like, fuck this guy, I'm not that bad. And I was like, in the car, I am definitely that bad.
The car is the only
If my
experience I have.
if my sunglasses rattle, I'm like,
Yeah.
if you don't stop that, you're going.
The
on
golf
road.
thing, like stuffing the towels and shit.
Oh, the clubs, yeah,
It's
it
just
does
never
me.
doesn't. Yeah,
Does me.
things could just crash and bang in the car. I'm like, whatever. Just turn the music up louder.
So we have a soda stream, and we have the big Frank Green sippy bottles.
Yeah.
So make soda stream, put it in a sipper bottle, so you got a liter of water instead of glasses. So sitting there the other night, Amy was doing something, so TV was paused, room was silent, and I was sitting on the couch, fresh drink in front of me. And I was like, what the fuck is that noise? What is happening? What's out? There's something outside. I'm looking at the dog. I'm like, is that fucking you? Are you licking? Like, what's happening? What is that sound? And it was like really getting to me. And I was like, oh no, I know what it is. And I just like opened the top of the sippy thing and just like, that was it. It was just the bubbles trying to escape.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, so yes, I am that sensitive to.
Yeah. Sensitive Ben again. Sensitive
Fuck,
Ben.
you make a whole collab of.
There's a long list. The
sensitive
list
Ben.
is pretty long. The list is pretty long.
Fuck, I was disappointed in myself.
Are you like a really observant person?
Yeah.
Yeah, I am too. And it's funny because like Steph's not. She's the complete opposite, right?
Yeah.
So sometimes I can be like we went into a cafe and I just saw this lady like sitting next to a car and she just looked really distressed and the car it was in the middle of the road.
Right.
So I was like, we walked in, she's like, oh, and Steph's like, oh, I wonder if we'll get a table. Like just, focused on her own world, which is fine, And I said, and I couldn't speak to her. She's like, what's wrong? And I'm like, I think that lady's in trouble.
Yeah.
I need to go and help her.
Yeah.
Like, and Steph was like, oh yeah, go. Like I was like, she doesn't look like she's having a good time.
Yeah.
And then, I'm like, do you need a hand? She's like, my car's broken down and I don't know how to get it off the street.
Yeah.
So then this other dude came and we pushed it around and I was kind of always like, I'm like, that guy's sitting on a fence or that's happening there.
Yeah.
She's like, how do you pay attention to this shit? And I'm
Yeah.
like, I just watch everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, where she's not complete.
My wife would probably come on here and be like, it's because of this, and this in your childhood, blah, blah, blah. But yes, I am the same.
Yeah, she just lives. So that's the greatest. And her friends say they're like, you just don't pay attention.
Yeah.
Which is probably not a bad thing either.
It's probably an easier.
Well, it's just that's it. It's like you just would be able to just switch off a fair bit.
Yeah.
Because I'm always like that. Like the carbonation in the glass. I'm like, fuck is that noise?
Yeah. Yeah, we were at similar kind of story. We were at a cafe the other day and we were like at the window at Three Little Pigs, of course.
Yeah.
And this like the mum had gotten out of the car and like picked up the youngest and was like, righto. The daughter would have been like, I don't know, 3. But the daughter was pissed that the younger brother was getting carried into the cafe and she wasn't. So she was like, I'm not fucking having it. So she just stood at like the gutter, just like crying, like, I'm not, like, you carrying me too or I'm not coming.
Damn.
So she's got to bend down with the other kid, pick this other, like, 3-year-old.
Yeah.
Heavy enough.
Big kid. Yeah.
And then like walk towards the door of the cafe and you just see her face like trying to work out like, how am I gonna
Get inside.
So I like ran over to the door and let her in and stuff. And it was just like there was probably 5 other tables around the door that just wouldn't have even.
Yeah.
And it's not like they were rude to not help. They just didn't see.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's an
Are
interesting.
you? Is people watching a bit of a pastime for you
Fuck
though?
yeah.
Yeah, I'm the same.
Yeah.
We're the same. We're like, even if sometimes when we book holidays, we're like, oh yeah, should we get a villa? And I'm like, oh, then we can't people watch.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, it's very true.
Yeah.
It's like we both fight for the people watching seat. Like it's like I want to sit there, and it's like whichever view has the most people in
Of
it.
the window. Yeah. How we doing, Tam?
I think we've done a good job.
Just under an hour.
Awesome. So this is the most
Hey,
radio
Guys,
show
we
episode
got a
we've
fist
ever
bump.
done.
We got a fist bump that one. That took all of our might.
0 takeaways.
Yeah.
Hopefully Spence take
Bit of banter. It was banter and banter today.
Yeah.
We didn't really talk about barbells at all.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Banter and banter, I like it.
We will next week. I
Yeah.
promise to bring all of the heat. Bring your
Well, it'll be
notepad.
Friday. We'll be recovered by then.
Bring your notepads. We're going to drop the hammer.
Yeah.
Maybe.
We're doing bodybuilding
Oh, we can.
because we will probably announce that. Hey?
Yeah, we should. Just need to work out how that email list works.
We'll do that next week.
Oh, next week is just the land of... It's like tomorrow.
The land of all the things.
Yeah, it's like, it's tomorrow. Tomorrow's...
Yeah.
Whenever tomorrow comes, it's going to be a good day.
Yeah.
Next week's the same.
I finished my check-ins last night and I was
Yeah.
like, oh my God, I made it.
Yeah.
I'm so happy.
Yeah, I had that feeling when I did all those worksheets. I was just like, now I can go away and have some fun.
Yeah.
And that I did.
Yeah.
All right,
All right.
guys. As always, like, share, follow. We will promise to bring you guys some more takeaways next week, more fitness-related stuff. Thank you for bearing with us this week.
Maybe. We'll see.
Or if you like the banter, we'll just go full radio show. Maybe we'll get a few people calling in. We just talk shit.
Love songs and dedications.
All right, guys. We'll see you next time.